Greetings my subscribers as well my newly subscribers. Thank you all for coming. Now for today I'm going to demonstrate to you on how I prepare my delicious roast breadfruit with curry chicken. Yes, you heard correctly. Roast breadfruit with curry chicken. Now guys, this demonstration is worthwhile watching. I don't want to miss it, so stay tuned and I'll be right back. Now thanks for tuning in. Alright, so here in the bowl I have approximately 2 pounds of chicken, right? Now I already clean up it and I went ahead and wash it. You know, rinse it off, you know the meat is bloody. No, even don't rinse it off now, right? But rinse it off and let it sit for a few minutes, and if you notice the water even get bloody again, you see that? So I'm going to get some water in it now and then rinse it again, you know what I mean? Rinse it off again, and then I'm going to just use my hands now and just dip it in the bowl and just stir, you know what I mean, and then I'm going to throw the water off. I throw the water off like so, you know what I mean. Oops, the chicken fell in the sink. Alright, so I'm going to get some more water on it. Now this time I'm not going to full it, I'm just going to catch just a certain amount of water, and then I'm going to get my lime juice and vinegar, right, to wash the meat. Alright, now you notice that there are some tips in here. Yeah man, you know, those are from the chicken wing. Right, now for me now guys, nothing goes to waste, you know what I mean? Now it's up to you now. If you want to keep your wing tips, you can. If you don't want to, it's okay, you know what I mean? But for me, nothing goes to waste, you know what I mean? Now only what goes to waste is like, you know, the extra fat of the chicken and all them things there. Those are clean off, but like tips and stuff, like carry me. Alright, so I'm gonna pour now some cause vinegar within the bowl here. Right. Then I'm gonna pour me now some lime juice. And this is also a cause, right? In goes the lime juice. Now, as I said before, the lime juice and the vinegar makes a perfect combination when I'm washing any farm of meat kind. Whether chicken, beef, fish, mutton, any kind. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead on and this is man and just stir up the meat within the bowl like so, you know what I mean? Alright, so if you may be wondering what I'm going to do with this chicken here, well, I'm going to curry it. Right? My daughter, my daughter purchased a nice size breadfruit, you know what I mean? So she said to me that she wanted curry chicken, so I said, okay, you know what? I'll just do the curry chicken along with the roast breadfruit. Now I'm gonna let it sit in the sink for a few minutes, you know what I mean? Few minutes, and then I'm gonna take to something else, and then I'll come back. Then I'm gonna rinse it again with my hands, dip it in the bowl, and give it a stir for a few minutes. Then I'm gonna throw the water after, get some more water and rinse it. Right, so just keep on tuning in and you will see on how I get it done here, where? In my kitchen, of course. Come on guys. Alright, so I'm back, so I'm going to give it a stir again. Give it a stir again, and then I'm going to throw the water off, and then I'm going to rinse with some fresh water. Alright, let me just take this piece of meat out. That was in the sink. And so I'm going to throw the water off now like so. Then I'm gonna get some water. Now with this rinsing process, I'm gonna ensure it's washed. It's actually washing them, but I'm gonna rinse it thoroughly. You know what I mean? Just want to make sure it's rinsed thoroughly. Yeah, so as I say, I'm coming from work and, just give us something different, you know what I mean? And luckily I went and checked my daughter because she worked within the downtown area of Watanabe, you know what I mean? So I went and I go see her and that's when she handed me the breadfruit and I was like, whoa, you know what I mean? So she handed me the breadfruit and then she said, Daddy, to go nice with this right now, some curry chicken. So I said, okay. So I'm going to now throw the water off, right? Like so. Just throw the water off. Alright. And then I'm gonna put some water again on it. So this is gonna be the final rinsing. The final rinsing, alright? The final rinsing. The final rinsing. Alright, so I'm gonna throw the water off now. Like so. And just make sure say they drain off the water thoroughly because sometimes when they throw the water off, when they check back within the container there's water remain because it was not properly drained, so I'm just making sure it's properly drained. You know what I mean? Properly drained. Alright. Not looking bad, eh? Alright, so let's see. Let's see if there's no water inside here. Alright, seems okay. Alright, so I'm gonna get my seasoning now. Right? And these are just some simple seasonings I'm gonna use, right? Cause when it comes down to season my meat, I don't wanna put all of my seasoning within the pot. You know what I mean? At the same time. So what I'm gonna do is me just add some garlic, right? Some crushed garlic, so you see them? Garlic, and more garlic, then some ginger. Now these ginger they were scraped and beaten, right? To get them flat. Here are some Scotchman pepper. Now guys, do not follow me, right? When you see me attempt to cut the pepper and have it in my hand, because it will definitely burn me. Alright? Now I'm gonna go ahead now and add some dash season, which I have right here. Some dash season. Then I'm going to add some Maggi purpose, right? Maggi. Tell them I can't do it with Maggi, guys. I love my Maggi. Alright, so there it is. Pouring in the Maggi. Alright. So next on the agenda, I'm gonna go ahead and just mix up everything. So we're talking about the seasoning with the chicken, the dry ingredient, the dry season, along with the regular season, right? So I'm gonna dip my hands in now and just stir up everything, right? Now, even I'm gonna do some curry, right? Normally, what I'll do, I will actually add a little curry into it, right? But either way, we can do it either way. We can add a curry, no to just a little to see it the color, or we can just burn the curry and just apply the chicken, or add the chicken within the pot. You know what I mean? So I'm just seasoning the chicken as you can see now. As I said before, for those who are just joining in, I have some garlic, I have ginger and pepper in here, and these are what I'm just using to season the meat along with some dash and Maggi and pepper season. Right, I'm just using these to season the meat, but as soon as the meat, is cooking or reach a certain dimension, I'm gonna add the rest of the season like onion, more scotch bonnet pepper and scallion, thyme, you know, sweet pepper and all them things there, you know what I mean? But these are just to enhance the flavor of the chicken for now, you know what I mean? Alright, so as you can see, it's alright as it is now. So I'm gonna cover it and rest in the fridge until I'm ready to kick it. You know what I mean? So just keep on tuning in. Alright. We'll see how things get done here in my kitchen. Look at my nice, lovely roasting breadfruit. Now this breadfruit is gonna hit the flame. You know what I mean? So I've already made a wood fire. So I'm going to put it on top. You know what I mean, right now. And allow it to roast. You see it? Check it. Nice size roasting breadfruit. Big enough. You know what I mean? Yeah man. Alright. Just keep on tuning and you see how things get done. You know what I mean? Yeah. The fire is now lit, so I'm just waiting until it comes to a full blaze. You know what I mean? Then I'm gonna put the breadfruit on top and allow it to roast. Now roast breadfruit, when I'm gonna roast it on wood fire, not on my stove. You know what I mean? It doesn't work that way. Alright, so as you can see now, the breadfruit is on the fire. The fire blaze. You know what I mean? So we roast the breadfruit on the outside. You know what I mean? But they don't know things set, you know, if it rain, the fall, as the woods are wet, we normally with a roast on the stove, I will bake it in the oven. You know what I mean? But as you can see, I'm on the outside roasting this lovely breadfruit. You know what I mean? Yeah man, for real. The see that pure smoke too, you know, and I can't stand the smoke, I'm telling you, but I'm here and I'm just doing this for you guys, you know what I mean? I'm doing this for you guys, for real. Now this is what I have to go through. Here standing, videoing my breadfruit as it roasts while the smoke is blazing, you know, in my face. Yeah, you know, yeah. The thing that I have to do sometimes, I'm telling you guys, it's rough, you know? It's rough, man, for real. As you can see, the breadfruit is now roasting on the fire, you know what I mean? Yeah, keep the fire blazing. You know what I mean? Keep the fire blazing. Can't cool. Breadfruit roasting. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, so this is how we do it on the outside, you know? We build a fire and carry them, stack it up with wood, get a recurve style, and a flame, which is a light or matches, and we just set it on fire, you know what I mean, and then we just put the breadfruit on top. You like the settings? Yeah, for real. Pure smoke. Do you like the settings? Do you like the settings? That's how it's done. Alright, so as you can see now, we are going to flip the breadfruit on the next side, and my mother is volunteered to do that because, you know, she had a roast breadfruit expert, you know, when it comes to wood fire, because that wood fire is not my kind of thing, you know what I mean? Yeah, so she angle the thing, guys. Trust me, it's not my kind of thing, you know what I mean? So I shut the wood and properly in my fire, you know what I mean? Just make sure, say, you know, the breadfruit is roast properly. You understand me? Okay, Mom?
Yes.
Alright.
You know. But if you're big and when you're ready after you use that, now put
yeah, I know every sticking at the big light, yeah.
So if you soak, and you soak and we get out the fire and put it on just the low
flame.
Yes, make it one.
Right, soak, yeah, because you want to soak, yeah. Otherwise you want to roast properly.
Right.
Right.
I feel roast properly we eat tough.
Yeah, we know that, yeah. I know I'm not the expert, guys. She's the expert, but you know, normally with me, what I'll do, I'll just roast in the stove or roast in the oven. The wood fire thing is not my kind of thing because I don't like the smoke. You know what I mean? But because she knows how to do it, so I'm alright. Let me just come and make the fire, and she can come and assist me in terms of turning it, you know what I mean? So we're out back doing this right now. Right now, as you can see, I reached the point where my mother they take out some of the wood. Yeah. So she takes some of the woods out and throw some water on them and you know, out them. Cause she say, you know, we don't need no hold up a fire night. After I reach a certain dimension, as it mean when the breadfruit is almost fully roast, right? She said take out some of the wood out of the fire, so we just take them out and leave a few pieces in it. Cause I want to ensure that the breadfruit is properly roasted, you know what I mean? So we don't need no high flame, just a little bit to be remain within the rim, just to allow the breadfruit to properly roast. Now as you can see, right, it's almost fully roast, you know what I mean? I must say it's just like when you're cooking a chicken, right? Or you're steaming some rice, you want to make sure that you turn the fire down and allow the steam to cook the rice, you know what I mean? You don't want to have the fire blazing in the pot. You want to keep it on a level, you know what I mean? So that's the same thing. You took out some of the woods and place it aside and just allow a few pieces to remain, just ensure the breadfruit is properly roast. So as you can see guys, that's just how it goes, you know what I mean? Outdoor roasting breadfruit on this car rim, you know what I mean? So see there, yeah man, check it, see it, yeah, real. Alright, so the large pot is on the stove and the fire is on. Yeah, so I'm going to now pour some oil into the Dutch pot. Alright. I'm not going to add too much oil, just a certain amount to allow the curry to burn. Right? Alright. So I'm going to now pour the curry like so, you know. Curry pour in. That's 1 o'clock. Right. Now the chicken was already seasoned and placed in the fridge to soak, right? And they take it out just to allow it to cool, because you know when you have a chicken within the fridge soaking, right, it's gonna be cold, so you want to make sure you take the chicken out and let it sit for a few minutes just to cool down the temperature, right? So now the curry is burned, and if you notice that I did not turn up the fire too high, because I don't want the curry to be black. I want it to be burned but not black, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna go ahead now and add in the chicken. Alright, so I'm going to give that stir. With a nice stir, you know what I mean? Now, as you can see, there also so much added, right? As I said before, it's just a little oil I put in it just to burn the curry, right? Cause you know the chicken itself, right? It has fat, so you know, so beneath the fat, you know you can't get oil from it, so you don't want to use no whole heap of oil in it. Just a little bit of oil just to burn the curry, and you're good to go. So I'm gonna cover the pot and allow it to spring water, right? Now while doing so, I'm going to get some water within the same container that I used to season the chicken in. Yeah, so I get some water in the same container that I season the chicken in. And I'm gonna place it aside until I'm ready. However, I'm gonna check on the breadfruit that I have outside roasting on wood fire. Cause you know the breadfruit cannot be roasted inside the house. It's gonna block up the stove. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna roast on the stove, it's gonna block up the stove. So I don't need to do that. So what I'm gonna do is just set a wood fire on the outside and roast it outside. You know what I mean? While the curry chicken has been prepared inside on the stove. But normally, let me just be honest with you guys, wood fire is not my kind of thing. Why? I don't like the smell of wood fire. I don't even like myself to be smelled like wood fire, you know what I mean? So for me, normally what I'll do, I'll make the fire, but like my mother knows, she can always assist me by turning the breadfruit and stuff, because as I said before, I don't like the smell of smoke. I really don't. You know what I mean? So let's keep on tuning for that and you'll see the results, alright? Cut some of the woods and place it aside and just allow a few pieces to remain. Just ensure the breadfruit is properly roast. So as you can see guys, that's just how it goes. You know what I mean? Outdoor roasting breadfruit on this car rim. You know what I mean? So see there. Yeah man, check it. See it? Yeah. Real. Alright, so I'm gonna check on the pot now. Woo-wee! And as you can see here, yeah man, chicken and bubbling, alright. So as you can see, it's sprinkling water already, so I'm just gonna use my spoon now and just give it a stir. You know what I mean? Not a rough stir, but just give it a nice simple stir, you know what I mean? And if you notice, I'm using my Dutch pot, you know what I mean? This Dutch pot, I've had it for years, you know what I mean? No, what I say for years, I'm talking about this Dutch pot here is when I moved out of my mother's house and decided to start life. This is a pot. This pot here is a pot that I purchased. This pot. Yep. Yeah man, for real. Just to let you guys know, you know what I mean? So this Dutch pot and the regular pot. You know when they're young and they decide to just start life, right? Yeah, so this Dutch pot I made it by the regular pot too. You know, but my kid's mother, she has a pot and I have the Dutch pot. Why? Because we decided that we're gonna share it. You know, because we didn't move on, you know what I mean? So she decided she wanted the pot and I decided I'm gonna keep this one. So we have memories, you know what I mean? Yeah, so now this is the water that I catch within the bowl and rinse it, you know what I mean? And then gonna throw it now in the pot here. Right, and I'm gonna cover it like so and allow it to go and cook, you know what I mean? So let's keep on tuning in. You know, I'm gonna check on the breadfruit again just to see how far it reaches within the roasting process, alright? So keep on tuning. Alright, so I'm gonna check on the pot now. That's it. Now we just reach down to the part where I'm going to add some vegetables, right? And that's gonna be some carrot. I'm not gonna add no Irish potato. I'm just gonna add some carrots. Alright. And I went there and cut up some carrots, you know what I mean, off cam. Yeah, so in goes the carrots. I love my carrots, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, so just kick them. Just kick them in the pot, you know what I mean? So what I now want to do is just to use a spoon like so, just reach it down in the bottom of the pot, right? Then now just do like this. Right? So I'm not going to mash up the meat or anything, you know. So just use a spoon like so. You see how simple that was? So my intention is not to break the chicken. You know what I mean? I just want the carrots to go down within the bottom, you know what I mean? Or I can actually hold the pot, you know what I mean, and shake it. But the thing is now, this pot is kind of different. Why? Because it's hot, you know what I mean? Now if it was a wooden hanger pot that I have, I gotta hold it and shake it, but this one is kind of hot. So that's why I use a wooden spoon now and demonstrate on how I get the carrots down in the bottom and allow them to cook. Now I'm going to cover the pot and I'm going to allow the covered chicken to continue to cook, right? And I will show you what it looks like, you know, when it reaches up to a certain dimension. Alright, so let's keep on shooting, alright? Boy, I tell you, I can smell the essence that is coming from the pot. I'm actually saying the cover is still remaining on the pot. You know what I mean? But you don't know things that already, you know. Heat does not stay within the pot, it's gonna flow through. So, you know, I roll the rim with the cover, sit down on the pot, you can see the steam coming out, you know what I mean? So that's why I can smell the essence. Alright, so I'm gonna remove the cover now. Place it on this side. Now I'm gonna give it a slight stir. Like so. Alright, see there. Curry chicken are going in a bag of things. I like. Alright, so I'm now going to add in my seasonings. Alright. Time to add in seasonings. So normally I don't use tomato, right? But I'm making an exception for tonight. I'm using tomato. So you have tomato. We have sweet pepper, we have onion, we have pepper, we have scotch bonnet pepper, we have scallion, and we have thyme. So in the pot, everything goes. You know what I mean? See it there? Right away. Alright, now I'm going to use the wooden spoon now just to scatter them. Right, because you don't want to have too much seasoning in one area. So use the wooden spoon to shift it, you know what I mean, as we did before. I'm still doing the same thing, like so. I don't want it to be on top, you know what I mean, they need to be within the middle, or to the side, but not floating on top. Alright. Now, you tell us something, guys. You see, every season that I use to cook my meal plays a very vital role, you know what I mean? No matter the truth, you cannot cook without season. The season give it a flavor, you know what I mean? If you're gonna use the Maggi all-purpose with a dash, you know, I mean, everything plays a significant role. So you can't cook without the seasonings. Seasoning is a must. If you're gonna cook without seasoning, it's like wearing a pants without underpants or your panty. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, you know, you just feel different because you can't cook without seasonings. So I'm saying, just imagine having on a pants, you don't have no underwear beneath it, right? That's how it feels, naked. So, you know, seasoning plays a very vital role. So seasoning is a must. We actually have part, you know what I mean? Alright. Now I'm gonna cover the pot now and allow it to continue to cook for the next couple of minutes, you know what I mean? Now I did reduce the flame. The flame is reduced. So when I say reduce, it means it turns down. You know what I mean? Now I'm going to give it a stir, right? So I'm going to stretch a cloth across from one end to the other. Then I'm going to hold it and shake it like so. You know what I mean? And then press it back down. Allow it to continue to cook. Now guys, just keep on tuned in. I'm going to reach outside for the breadfruit. Now the curry chicken is about done, so I'm going to check on the pot. You can smell that rich flavor of the curry. Alright. Let me just give it a stir. Just hold it and shake it, you know what I mean? Like so, one hand. Alright, so see it there. That's it right there. So what I'm gonna do now is to put the cover back on the pot. Right, and I'm going to allow it to simmer for the next 5 minutes, and then I'm going to turn the fire off. So simmer for 5 more minutes, then I'm going to turn the flame off, and that's it. Alright guys, so just go and stay tuned and you will see the finished result of my meal. That is some curry chicken with roast breadfruit. Now guys, just keep on tuning. Alright, so I'm going to turn the flame off now. Flame off. And that's about it. Alright. Now just stay tuned and you will see and how I present. There you have it. Breadfruit roast. Peel and cut up into slices. As you can see. Check out the breadfruit. Nicely peeled. I'm telling you guys that this breadfruit is a nice sized breadfruit. So I won't be having all this breadfruit tonight. You know, maybe half of it I'm gonna have, you know, and put the rest in the fridge, cause you know, not nice like some roast fried breadfruit, you know what I mean? So you see it? Yeah man, for real, and this is gonna be shared out with some curry chicken. You feel me? Guys, it's always been a pleasure to share with you what I prepare in my kitchen. So please remember to thumbs up the video, leave a valuable comment, share me out, subscribe to my channel and hit that post notification bell and allow it to be on all. That way you'll be the first person to be notified when I drop a new video. Thank you for watching.